What's up, everybody? Hello. We are live here on the KopCam channel, starting a broadcast. When you see this later, recorded and saved as a video, we're going to get right to it. You're going to see me talking to you getting right to talking to you. How you doing out there, everybody? Going to go ahead and do the pop out the chat box there. And we're going to start my little automatic chat robot. You don't see me. Princess doesn't see me. Why don't you see? Why doesn't? So hello everybody. Well, welcome to the KopCam channel. Welcome to the broadcast. We are going to wait till some people get here. Hello, welcome in. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream, or as Pink Floyd would say, "Welcome to the live stream," or however that goes. Another exciting day in the universe as we know it. We'll go over here and check what's on YouTube real quick. Well, nothing looking good on YouTube right now. Oh, somebody's putting the Alex Jones show on YouTube. That's kind of cool. Let's see what's happening with him these days.
Is the leadership of what's left of the American resistance to the globalist takeover is extremely serious. Now, that said, here is...
Wait a second. Alex Jones is sporting a beard now.
President Trump tweeted to lock us down, make everything... Which it's not the... Whatever their names are, I always forget.
I don't know what's up with him. He's out of his fucking mind. I don't know, man. I used to like him. He's the globalist takeover. We got one watching. That's us. It's public too. Come on, people. Come on up into the stream. We need you here. Meanwhile, we'll just oh man. Yeah, YouTube. Welcome to the YouTube reality. No one gives a fuck about you. We don't care. You don't. Oh yeah, now I have two. Now I have two watching. Really? Okay. Well, one of them is me and one. Yeah, one of them is me. One of them is you. No one is coming in yet. I will stop the auto chat bot and let people come in. Oh, what's that? Well, it's a KopCam live stream. Call in live. Hey, Dollar Store Dream Girl. Let me check. Welcome in. Here we go. Check this out. Add moderator. You are now a moderator. What do you think about that? Thanks for coming in. Do you see your little blue wrench there? Dollar Store Dream Girl is now a mod. Welcome in. Thank you for doing that. By the way, I was going to do that. What should we talk about today? Alex Jones. I see him over here on my YouTube. 5 watching.
Cast 99 days out from this historic election. Well, I have here in my hands, again, I'm your host, Alex Jones. Thank you for joining us. CNN, the police dogs of thought crime.
Real Jingy, what's up?
Says it will postpone and rework segment.
Look at that. Check that guy out. Check out Alex Jones. It's Alex Jones.
And it says that without any proof, though they don't show the piece, they were going to look at Fauci at the NIH for 45 years.
Okay, enough of him. Enough of him and his blowharditude. Real Jingy, welcome in. It's been a while. On Dollar Store, yep, we're live again. Dollar Store Dream Girl. Notice the Dollar Store Dream Girl is a mod. That's Princess. Say hello to everybody. Froggy needs no master. Yes. That is either Princess or someone you know because KopCam doesn't have mods. That's right, everybody. I either mod myself, but Dollar Store, but Princess gets to be a mod now. She's got her own. Princess has got her own channel going up, people, and they're going to be nail videos up there. You can see the beautiful nail art that Princess makes, and we're going to make sure to get it with a good camera. And because this camera won't do it justice, but we're going to get it onto the tabletop there, get it with a good camera. And we can get some close-ups too. The smartphone, the smartphone camera has pretty good resolution. This particular one, this Google Pixel. So, did I not turn the phone on? Well, we'll turn the phones on in a minute. Dang dude, who are you? By the way, who are you? Who are you? Do you have a first name? Do you have a channel? Are you the poopy boy? Oh, fuck, man. All right. 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 Better if you fuck my phone up, you little rat, you little varmint. I'm just gonna hang it up. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, KopCam, it's Finn. Writes Crispy.
Oh, how are you, man? Good to hear from you. God bless me. Good.
Yeah, I heard.
Welcome in.
I heard you getting somebody messing with the phone line. I have actual important stuff to talk to you about, so forget about that guy.
Good. I'm glad because I do have it set up that once I have one person called in, it just dumps the rest of them. That which is on purpose. So he can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can call in all he wants, and it'll just dump the call. It goes. It's the computer telephony equivalent of what we call dev null.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it sends the call to dev null is what it does. Okay. So that's what.
Yeah, I got that when I first tried calling. It just does a beep and it doesn't ring or anything. It just leaves me in limbo.
Exactly. Something like that. Yeah. Exactly. So, all right. So no poopy boy.
How you been, man? Are you safe? You healthy? Everybody good?
I'm doing well. I think I told. Well, let me put it to you this way. I got some money from the government, but I'm not going to necessarily mention how much. But the first thing I did with it immediately was buy metal.
Right.
Gold, silver, and palladium. Fucking palladium just went crazy. I made a couple of $1,000s in a couple of weeks on palladium.
Awesome.
Or I'm sorry, I made about $1,000. Sorry, I made close to $1,000. Now it's back down, but it went up as much as $1,000 over what I got it. So that put me in a good spot. I was able to rent an inexpensive studio for $250 a month, with the electricity and everything and taxes. $250 out the door basically. So that's where we're broadcasting from, a little studio now I'm renting.
Oh, right on, man.
Yep.
Congratulations on your new studio space. I was there when you were setting up the last one.
Yeah, I know. That
I'm
was.
glad you found a better place now.
Yeah. Well, that was.
And,
that was a pretty good place. It was kind of a mess when you came there, but I got it all cleaned up, got all that shit out of there, and got some shelves built and the whole bit, and put it in order. But it was still $1,000 a month. So.
Yeah, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I looked at all that stuff and I saw all the stuff that you're messing with. I want to mess with all that stuff too. I love tearing stuff apart and putting it back together.
I know. Well, and it was profitable too. Well, or I should say profitable. It was worthwhile because scrapping stuff you get money out of.
Yeah. Hey, let me just say hi to Real Jingy. I hadn't seen Real Jingy in forever until I see him here.
I know. Isn't that good to have him?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I also wanted to talk to you.
Let me
I
just
don't know
say,
if you got a chance to talk to Big Nick.
Well, let me just say real quick. I did talk to him recently. I do got to call him back. I don't have a hard drive for him. I do got to call him back. Maybe I'll call him right now during the show real quick. Maybe I will. I copped a case here in Broward County, right?
No.
Yeah, I rolled up on an intersection down there in Pompano Beach, right outside the hood, and they had these two people sitting on the ground. And right there on Dixie Highway, Dixie Highway just, I think it's south of Copans, north of 6th Street or something. Yeah, it was north of, I don't know, but I think it was just north of 6th Street, maybe 15th Street or some shit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. bunch of cops, a whole bunch of just, cops just sucking up time, trying to make themselves worthwhile. Two people, a skinny little girl sitting on the ground and her dude, So I'm sitting at the intersection, and I said out the window, I said, yo, people are not dogs, man. They don't need to sit down for you. And they started talking some shit, and then when they started rolled up on the car, that's when I stepped on it. But at that point, the light had just turned red, so they came after me. But by the time what I did, I pulled up to the next street. I already know their fuck-ass game.
Wait, hold on. They walked up to the car, and you ran a red light?
I was parked at the intersection. I was at the intersection looking to make a left turn, okay? I saw them. I didn't have a camera or nothing, but I was going north on Dixie Highway first. I seen them on this side street right there at the corner of this street. I don't remember which street. I think 15th and Dixie. They were in Pompano, and I circled back around through the neighborhood and came back out, and now I'm like on 15th at the intersection, ready to turn left, which is northbound on Dixie, okay? And I'm looking out the passenger side window. They're on the south west corner of that intersection, about 7 cop cars for two people, and I said out the passenger side window, yo, people are not dogs, man. They don't need to sit down for you. And they started talking some shit. And then they came up on the car. When they approached the car, that's when I stepped on it and turned north onto Dixie Highway. And
was the light red or green?
It just turned red. It was actually it just turned red, and because it was kind of green when I stopped to talk to him. And
what they get you with evading?
Resisting without violence, because I wouldn't tell the dude my name. They got me for the traffic charges. Okay. They got me for driving with no license. Because if you don't have a license, it can't be suspended. So the other thing is, but anyway, what's interesting is,
was it the misdemeanor driving without a license?
Yeah,
or the felony one.
Yeah, well, it can't be a felony in Florida, repeat offender. But no, I always make sure in those cases I get them adjudication withheld or some shit, because I don't care. Yeah, because you got to get the no conviction on that, because otherwise you get 3 convictions, you're fucked. That's a fucked ass law. Although they did give me one in Tampa that was a conviction. They did want to fuck me like that, driving suspended, which is bullshit, because I paid the fucking. This is shit where I paid the ticket, the whole fucking bit. This is why Florida's fucked. Meanwhile, all this ticket money is going to pay cop's salary. You're getting turned into a criminal to pay a cop's salary. I don't even want to get going on the whole.
I was living off of my savings, taking care of my grandmother full time, and I paid myself into habitual traffic offender status. I had some stuff that I hadn't paid, and I said, I got a little bit of money here, let me pay these off. But I paid, and I got too many points, and they suspended my license without me knowing, no notice or anything.
Fuck, yeah. No, but then you got the tickets, and you ended up, did you get the felony habitual shit?
No, I didn't get a felony, but they did throw me in jail. I went to the Alachua County Jail. I was living in Gainesville at the time. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I hope you could beat all that.
Well, you know what? They've already come at me with a plea, and one of my last live streams, which may be private now, was the actual court hearing, because we're doing it by Zoom link now. So what's interesting is it looks like I got the same judge and I think the same prosecutor that Nick had.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The one with the fake tits.
I didn't know who that was, but that's great.
It's on my
I saw some pretty funny video of somebody fighting on South Beach. She was completely topless and fighting in a thong. Did you see that? Two women fighting?
No.
Miami Beach in the last couple of days?
No.
You said fake tits, and it reminded me of that.
Nice.
You could check it out on Billy Corbin's Instagram.
Okay.
You know Billy Corbin, right? The guy who directed Cocaine Cowboys?
Oh, no. I thought when you said Corbin, I was thinking for some of the Smashing Pumpkins guy, but his name is Corrigan?
No, that's Corrigan with a G. It's Corbin, Corben. Check out his documentaries. He did one called Cocaine Cowboys. He did another one, ESPN 30 for 30, called Broke. Another one called The U and The U2.
Okay.
All about the University of Miami.
Cool.
Yeah, he's a great, awesome storytelling director.
Cool.
And he's got some stuff that I wanted to go help him investigate down there with your state attorney, Catherine Fernandez Rundle, and how she likes to lose files and paperwork on corrupt cops.
Oh,
and in 27 years, she's never, ever charged a cop with a shooting. in 27 years.
Fucking piece. Yeah, welcome to
And-
Florida. Well, what about that guy or the cops who killed Ordonez? We should be looking that up. Let me look that up right now. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, also, no, but there's a couple other ones. There's the one Hialeah police officer who raped like 5 women and maybe 9 more, and she lost the paperwork on him, and the FBI had to jump in, and they finally, after he got promoted and a raise, they finally charged him when she would not, and of course she lost the paperwork on that. There's another guy who went.
What's
to
this
the
bitch's
Miami-Dade
name?
County
Wait.
jail.
What is this bitch's name?
Catherine Fernandez Rundle.
Rhymes
And
with
she's been the
Rundle.
state attorney.
Rundle, as in rhymes with Grundle.
Yep, that's it.
Do you know what the Grundle? You know what a Grundle is? I don't know if this is an actual word, but I've heard it referred to this. A Grundle. I've heard. Yeah, it's down there,
group
right
of
down there
pugs?
in your fucking crotch, right behind your balls.
Oh.
That little spot right there.
Grumble, I know.
I've heard that.
I know a grumble is a group of pugs, and I always thought that was a funny name for them.
All right. All right. Okay.
But no, check this out. There was another guy who was in Miami-Dade County Jail, and they tortured him to death. They put him in a shower, and they boiled his skin off. They turned up the temperature, and all of that stuff was lost. Those files were lost. And
Really?
You know, it took forever to finally... And nobody who was ever convicted of that. I mean, the truth came out, but nobody ever paid the price, and nobody was ever punished for it. And now, I don't know if you guys know of a channel called Raggle Monkey. Raggle Monkey has been exposing the Miami-Dade Police Department for a little over a year now, and about a month ago, they served him with an injunction from a Miami-Dade County employee. So, of course, he can't, say that he was doing anything domestic to the county employee,
Right.
like domestic violence injunction, which is what they hit him with. But they did that so they could take away his gun. And San Joaquin just let me know that nobody had heard from him in over a month. So I called Big Nick. Hey! I called Big Nick, and I told him to give you a call. I was wondering, so we could get together. I'm not going to say on the air when, but let's maintain some operational security as far as that. But get a hold of him, and he'll tell you when we're coming down, so we could all meet up, and we can, like Anonymous likes to say, expect us.
Well, well, let me ask you this. I did look up this story about Frank Ordonez, but let me ask you this real quick. Are we talking Fort Lauderdale? Or do we not want to say right now? Do we not want to say? Or is it
Miami-Dade?
That's right, Miami-Dade because of what's going on. Okay,
the entire megalopolis can expect us. We don't want to say exactly where, but we're going to be there.
All right, let me ask you this. I've been wanting to think about, with all these protests going on, thinking maybe I should be out there, these protests, capturing these protests on film. Although the reality is, I want to make a buck right now. For me, making a buck is always the most important thing. I don't give a fuck about nothing else because I'm pretty resourceful and I can make a buck no matter what. And while there's a buck to be made, I'm about making it. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I'm kind of like, my priority is government changing for the better, and then the good bonus is making a buck off of it.
Well, when it comes to YouTube, I haven't made a fucking dime, so I have to go with the shit that's actually making me money. When it comes to government change for good, I'm over that now. I gave up on that bullshit long the fuck ago. I have seen corruption that all of y'all are. A lot of people are woke now. And I became woke 20 years ago, and I got more than 20 years ago, and I got public record to prove it. My first lawsuits against cops and whatever or government was more, running for mayor. But I ran for mayor of Seattle in 2001, so close to 20 years ago. And then you can and you can tell from the shit I said that I was woke. What I was saying. Shit, I
drink Coca-Cola every morning.
There you go. So
I want to tell you, we have made some good positive changes. Look, just last week I was camping in a Brevard County campsite, watching the SpaceX launch. And
cool.
Yeah, it was the Falcon 9 rocket sending up a South Korean military satellite. And I got to take my family out there. My little boy loves rockets and stuff, so we got to see the launch right across the St. Johns River from the campsite.
Did you use the drone, or did they say no drones? Did they say drones were off limits?
You know what? Normally, for those things, like with Bob and Doug, when they sent Bob and Doug up, remember the two astronauts who are up there now?
No,
they put a no-fly zone going all the way to Orlando. There was a geofence put up all the way to Orlando.
Okay.
But this one stopped right off of the shore from where I was, so I was able to send my drone up.
Good deal. Love to see the footage. I just bought one. I just bought a Tello, a cheap one, but it looks good.
I have a Tello.
Okay.
I got the Tello myself. It dances. I love how it dances.
yeah, it's got its own. Yeah, and DJI has what's called a software API. You can program to these drones. They have a software development kit. So I'm interested in looking to do that.
Right. I bought it because I thought it was a new DJI drone, and then I saw it was like Riza something is the actual manufacturer, and DJI did some of the software on it. So it's still good.
Yeah, it's still good. Let's see. This is Wicked Development saying you should talk to me if it's about money. Most labor company ready to go. Okay. So anyway, as I said, I did get I think the same judge and prosecutor as Nick. As far as as far as Lauderdale, I just filed a lawsuit against. And you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to look at that lawsuit. Right? We're going to look.
I forgot.
Go ahead.
Let me finish my story. I totally forgot what I was.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and tell. Yeah, go ahead and tell. Go ahead.
So we were camping, and I figured, hey, let me try my open carry here. Because I have a concealed carry. So I asked them, hey, how do you guys feel about open carry? And they said, no, not in the state of Florida. You can't open carry at all.
Who said that? Who said that?
Park rangers. Park rangers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys are wrong. And they're like, no, there's the strict policy, no weapons of any kind on the campground. I'm like, see, that's not true. I'm allowed to open carry when I'm hunting, fishing, and camping. But my wife's coworker and her son, this is their first time camping, and I don't want to ruin their trip by me standing my ground and making a stink. So You guys win. I'll conceal carry, but be advised that I will be back with Solo Yacker and Orlando's Voice Transparency and all the other Second Amendment auditors to challenge you. So I I can see you ignoring me, man.
No, I'm listening to you. I can hear you talk. I'm sorry. I just got a phone call I had to answer on my cell phone. But remember, you're talking to everybody. I'm not ignoring you, man. I'm sorry. That was important.
You're a multitasker. I know, man. I know.
But I normally don't. I normally don't take calls on the air like that on purpose. But this one I forgot to turn the phone off, and I had to handle it. So, anyhow,
I was just busting your chops.
Okay.
Anyway, so the next day, another park ranger rides by our campsite, and I said to him, "Hey, man, let me get the names of those two park rangers who were there yesterday." And he tells me, and I'm like, "Okay." Well, he's like, "Is there a problem?" I said, "Well, kinda." I told him the story, and he says, "No, you know what? The one park ranger who was really upset, he called our superintendent, and the superintendent told him the same statute that you just quoted, which is 790.25 subsection H and 3, or 3 and H, that says that you can open carry in Florida if you're going to and from hunting, fishing, or camping." And
right.
And he
of course.
says,
right. Okay. Yeah.
You are now free to open carry on the entire campground. And I said, "Really? Thank you, man. This is America, right?" And he goes, "America's beautiful." And we made real-time changes right there.
Good. And that's as it should be, because stupid fucks who are in government or in law enforcement, or stupid fucks being allowed to run shit who don't even know the rules. I mean, don't even get me started with that shit. I mean, it's one thing if they're outright evil, but it's one thing if they're outright evil, and refuse to obey the rules and they're in government.
They know more how to break and bend and twist the rules to hem somebody up than they know how to enforce a valid real one. Right.
And yeah, exactly. So, all right, we're going to look at real quick. We are going to take a moment here, and you can stay on the line since you're watching. I filed a lawsuit against. Well, here's who it's against. Let me zoom this up a bit here.
Wow, he got a whole bunch of people.
Yep. Okay. Broward County, Florida, Gregory Tony, Emerald Towing Agent, BCSO Deputy Seapot, BCSO Deputy Alvarez, BCSO Deputy Fitzpatrick, BCSO Deputy Lang, unknown BCSO Deputies number 1, 2, and 3. Order granting in part motion to proceed in form of pauperous. Check this out, people. IFP is your buddy. If you have no money, you should be suing because you can get money from it. So these cops rolled up on me, did all their shit, right? And like I said, so I went through, you know, they ended up towing the car. I had to pay for that shit, okay? Impound the car. And then a bunch of other shit. Now, what's interesting, the first time I filed this case, they said it was a shotgun pleading. I made some technical errors that I've really just stuff that's just stupid that they complain about, you know, that they bandy about. Change a few words here and there, and suddenly now it's legal, right? You know, before it was, you know. But anyway, it's just a technical error I didn't fully understand, but that I've made over the years. And this time, apparently, I was able to get it straightened out, although it's really silly. Anyhow, so what they dismissed the original complaint. They said, no, this is not good. You have 21 days to amend it. And if not, it's dismissed. Because what they do when you file in form of pauperous, what happens is they do a preliminary review of the complaint to see if it states a claim. Well, in this case, the motion is granted in part as to filing fees only. What that means now is I have to serve these people up here and I have to pay for it, okay? Now, service is easy. You just put a copy of the complaint and the summons in an envelope and mail it. Send it certified mail. But here's the thing. And then you file with the court an affidavit of service. Here's the thing, and I could probably get my notary guy. I think my notary guy will do this for me. I use a postal store regularly, and there's a notary there, and so it's a postal store with a notary. I mail it from there, and they'll notarize it. But if nothing else, it's an opportunity to one, somebody from the community can do this for me, or two, it's an opportunity to find these people and serve them the complaint on video. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
So that's one opportunity. I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and read the amended. We're going to bring the amended complaint up on the air. It's going to cost us $2.40 for me to bring my own document up on the air, but who cares? I can do that. I can spend that money. It's mine to spend. Although I actually have a copy on my computer I should just bring up. But there's the complaint right there. First amended complaint. There's my address up there. I don't really care. It's public record. You could all look it up. This court has jurisdiction. So when you start a complaint, we'll just go down by the numbers. Up here on line 1, you have your address. On line 6 is the name of the court. Up here in the caption, you have the plaintiff and the defendants. First amended, in this case, it's the document type that it is, first amended complaint, and jury demanded. First thing you do is, shit happens. First thing you do is, Princess Mark reminded me that I don't want to put the address up there, but I don't really care. That's the way it goes. So.
Yeah, I saw you put your full name and everything. I thought you were kind of secretive about that.
Say that again? Oh, Piero Abago. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you can see, but I don't really care. You allege jurisdiction. Firstly, you allege jurisdiction. So let's see. This part is important if you're going to do a complaint. This is called amount. The first one is called amount in controversy jurisdiction. I'm asking for more than $75,000. I'm asking for more than $75,000 in damages. Okay, so court. So that's called amount in controversy jurisdiction. It has jurisdiction because of Article 3 of the Constitution. I mean, Article 3 gives the courts jurisdiction. Federal question. This is called federal question jurisdiction. The complaint pleads on its face federal questions pursuant to 42 U.S.C. Section 1983 and 18 U.S.C. Sections 241 et sequentis. Supplemental jurisdiction. The court may supplement its jurisdiction in this matter with Florida state law. Okay, the federal courts may supplement their jurisdiction with state law. And then finally, venue is here. Venue, it should take place in this court because it happened in this area in Florida. Okay, so first of all, the parties is Broward County, Florida, a municipal corporation, Gregory Tony as the sheriff, Emerald Towing as a corporation, the Emerald Towing agent, the driver who actually put his filthy mitts on my car and took my shit individually, that douchebag. Then BCSO deputy individually and in his official capacity. So you name the deputies individually and in their official capacity.
Right on.
Okay, so short and plain statement of claim. It never hurts to put this, I always do, but each count really is supposed to be a short and plain statement. This complaint alleges complaints against Broward County officers of trust and for-profit and against quasi-governmental actors for unlawful seizure of person and property, for violating plaintiffs' right to privacy and to remain silent, and for harassment by state officers acting under color of official right. It alleges both tortious and criminal violations of law by the individual, official, and quasi-governmental defendants. Broward County Sheriff Gregory Toney is held liable for failure to properly train, supervise, and maintain constitutional and statutory compliance by his subordinates. Broward County, Florida is held liable as respondeat superior for the tortious and criminal conduct conducted under color of official right by its official actors. Okay, so that's the nature of the claim, and that's what I'm saying, and that's what I need to prove. All right, facts.
Yeah, so you filed that already?
Oh, yes, this needs to be served. This has been approved to proceed. I filed it indigent. I filed it IFP, and the court has authorized it to proceed without paying the fee. So this needs to get served. They're getting sued. This suit is on. On May 17, 2020, Emerald Towing, buying through its official individual agent with the aid of blah, 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 did take, seize, blah, blah, blah. And so here's what I did. Here's the important part. So I told you, turned left onto Dixie Highway, went northbound about 1 block, then made a left turn onto another street there in the hood. And in fact, let's do this. This is the beauty. This is the beauty of,
I'm adding Florida state statute on my lawsuits. I'm adding that they've violated chapter 760 section 760.51 of the Florida state statute whenever any person, whether or not acting under the color of law, interferes by threats, intimidation, or coercion, or attempts to interfere by threats, intimidation, or coercion with the exercise or enjoyment by any other person of rights secured by the state or the laws of that state.
See, I didn't know we had that in the state. I didn't know we had a law like that in the state. That's a state law.
I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm telling you what I was doing with mine.
Good. No, that's good because that's a state law. That's a state law equivalent of the federal. You see what I mean?
U.S.C. Title 1983. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good to know. What I can do is I can always give the court judicial notice of that. Just file a judicial notice. File a one-page piece of paper that says, in addition to statutes mentioned in the complaint, this court is hereby given judicial notice of. Do me a favor, if you're able to chat, put it in the chat, please.
Well.
Okay. So Dixie Highway, Pompano Beach. Okay, and where was I? This is the beauty of this whole internet thing. Oh, this is the Dixie. Okay, this is Dixie Highway, Pompano Beach. Here's Copens. Yeah, here's where I was.
I don't know if it'll let me unless you give me a wrench. Can you see? I just texted it.
No, you can't type in a statute number 67. Type in 760 whatever.
Oh, I could type in the statute. I was typing the link.
Yeah, just a statute. So this came up right where I was at. This put the pointer. This little map put the pointer right about where I got stopped because I remember it was over here by the air park. So and by the way, this is where they have the blimp. This is where they have the Goodyear blimp. So I was over by the blimp place. And where the hell did I? No. Oh, I ended up. Got to drop the little guy a little more accurately. Here we go. Oh, damn! I gotta be a little more accurate with my dropping the Google Map guy. There we go. All right, here, and it was yes, right, just about here. Yes, no. Where the fuck was it? Oh yeah, it was a few blocks up here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go. Yep, here was. Yeah, this is right about where I was. Boom, come on. So, yeah, I was. Oh no, you're behind. It's behind. Okay. All right, we're just about there. The cops had the people. Oh shit! The cops had the people right here on this street. Yeah.
Yeah, it always goes like you got to pinpoint it exactly.
Yeah, I know. It's where the fuck did I? It was past the railroad tracks. Boom. This is the railroad bridge. So it was a railroad. There's railroad tracks right here that cross the street. So it was right there. Okay, they had the cops. They had the people right here on this, right there on this corner. So this was Dixie Highway and I think of 15th. We're going to find out here in a bit. And I was going northbound. So let's see if I can zoom in on that street sign and get close enough. No, not good enough resolution. Can I go southbound? Yeah, I can. Let's try going southbound. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Boom. Dixie Highway and shit. But anyway, they were all on this street corner right here. 14th Street. Okay? 14th Street. Okay. All right. Boom. So I went around the block up this way, up North Dixie Highway, circled around and came back, and I was at this intersection going to make a left turn back north onto Dixie Highway. So I had to circle around the block to come back, and they were on this side of the street right here, southwest corner, a whole bunch of them. And from right here, in this intersection here, I said right out the window, people are not dogs, they're not going to sit down. And then I turned north onto Dixie Highway, went this way, okay, started driving north. And I got to about, where did I get? I got to about this street here where this little bodega is right there. And I got to right about here and I saw their lights and I said, okay, I need to turn real quick because I'm going to turn down this street. And I turned here just like this. Oh, not this far. Boom, right here. And by the way, right up here, right up the street just a little bit, right up the few houses up, a cop lives or did live there. And they were telling me, oh, this is a bad neighborhood. We have to tow your car. Yeah, fuck you. So, and I parked in this parking spot right here. And by the time I got in the car, the cops were right about where this car is right here. And I'm parking right here. I get out the car, turn it off, get out the car, lock the door, and I'm standing right about here, right about back here when the cop rolls up and grabs me. That was Alvarez. So the car was turned off, parked, locked, keys in hand on a parking lot that was open to the public, which is what you need to do. Okay. So, and it said that time of the seizure of the vehicle, it was locked, not in operation in any way, and parked legally and lawfully on private property in a parking lot that was open to the public. Plaintiff was outside the vehicle on that same publicly open private property with the keys to the vehicle in his filthy little hands. Yes. Okay, so that was how that rolled down. Let's talk about, see what else, a physical injury, color of harassment. While plaintiff was unlawfully imprisoned in the police car, deputies Fitzpatrick, Seapot, and Alvarez continued to harass plaintiff in violation of Florida Statute 784.048 by calling him, quote, an asshole and other profane epithets and to sit like a dog. Deputies Fitzpatrick, Seapot, and Alvarez also continued to gloat over every charge they intended to file against plaintiff and every harm they were causing him for the purpose of terrorizing plaintiff and taunting him. As they investigated what statutes to charge plaintiff with, they would state them out loud, followed by statements like, woohoo, or ooh yeah. Oh yeah, it was like that, people. At one point, when they mentioned a charge that was a felony, they said something like, ooh yeah, felony. Yeah. At one point, Seapot stated, $300 towing fee. Ooh, yeah. Gesturing with a fist pump to emphasize it. Oh, yeah, it was like that, people. So Seapot further continued to make statements to the effect that plaintiff was going to be raped in the Broward County Jail by other inmates and that plaintiff was going to be taken to the jail for that purpose. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. Well, you're going to like this. Seapot further continued to make statements to the effect that plaintiff was going to be raped in the Broward County Jail by other inmates and that plaintiff was going to be taken to that jail for that purpose, while glaring maniacally at plaintiff and seething maniacally out loud with lust over the prospect of such a thing. Let me read that out loud again. Seapot further continued to make statements to the effect that plaintiff was going to be raped in the Broward County Jail by other inmates and that plaintiff was going to be taken to that jail for that purpose, while glaring maniacally at plaintiff and seething maniacally out loud with lust over the prospect of such a thing. It was creepy, bizarre, and disturbing to say the least. At that point, Seapot appeared as some kind of evil comic book villain from Assholes of the Universe.
Wow.
Princess,
hey, what's up, James Bond?
Princess loves that one. He thinks it's good. So yeah. Anyway, yeah.
That's funny.
So
That's funny. I'm sure that's either gonna win you some points or lose you some points.
exactly. But what the hell?
To be like, all right, hang on, but go for it.
It had to be. It had, because that's how it was, man. I'm trying to make you feel like you were there, you know.
Yeah.
Plaintiff notified them that such conduct was not any kind of official duty, but regardless, they refused to stop. Deputy Fitzpatrick claimed that because their procedural manual supposedly stated that they may use profanity, that such conduct was part of their official duty. The harassment by Deputies Fitzpatrick, Seapot, and Alvarez described Supra was not any kind of official duty and served no legitimate purpose whatsoever. It was purely for the purpose of sadistic abuse, and in fact was the most pathetic display of degenerate anal sadism that plaintiff has ever witnessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, poor dirt farmer?
All right, so that is
that's well written.
Thank you. So, you know, they did a bunch of shit. It was like that. So, you know, they towed the car, they did the stuff, the fucking thing, you know, the whole bit. So, you know, they're getting unlawful seizure of person, unlawful seizure of property. What else we got? They're each getting one count of unlawful. Say again?
They took your car, but they violated your Fourth Amendment right.
Yeah.
You know,
unlawful seizure of the person, unlawful search. They actually did search the car. I don't know if I charged them with that. Right to privacy, harassment. So all that shit. So that's the basic, that's the basic nature of the complaint. But what happened is it's now been approved by the court to proceed in forma pauperis. You know, it's now been approved by the court, you know, to proceed. So we got to get them served. I want to get some money out of this because I'm giving them like a preemptive at the bottom. What I do is I make a preemptive settlement offer. I asked for like $100 million in punitive damages. Okay. And then I say, look, I'll just dump the whole thing for $10,000. Just do the whole thing for $10,000. But that's a preemptive settlement offer. As soon as they file either a dispositive pleading or a responsive pleading, that offer's off the table.
That's off the table, right?
Say again?
Then it's off the table.
Then it's off the table. It's a preemptive settlement. If you guys want to do the deal, we'll do it for $10,000. Otherwise, you want to answer the complaint or try to get it thrown out or do any kind of dispositive or responsive pleading, boom, deal is off the table.
Yeah. Hey, KopCam, I got a boogie, but
okay.
I'll see you when I see you. Stand by, like we say.
How long? What kind of time frame are we talking about? I'm sorry. I don't know. Give too much. Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about that, and it's not gonna be too long. Just we'll make a day of something.
I'll call you on my cell phone.
All right, brother.
Okay. Take care.
And what's up, poor dirt farmer?
Okay. Cool.
I want you to do a voiceover for me, poor dirt farmer.
Cool.
Later, y'all.
Okay. Take care. I need to get over to your channel, Poor Dirt Farmers, watch some videos, see what he's talking about. The call-in live is open now. Call-in live, 866-366-1143. Buy some gold from me on my online store. I'm selling gold. Yes. Gold. Yes. Sully Cat, welcome to the show, and I don't know if you've been here before, but thank you for coming in. And what did you kind of like the legal case action type of deal? It was the most pathetic display of degenerate anal sadism I have ever just experienced in my fucking life. It was just horrible. These people just suck. They just suck. So, buy some gold from my online store. Cool. People, this is what I have on my online store. This is this KopCam broadcast is brought to you by the Talk Video Network. KopCam is now part of the Talk Video Network, where you can call in live. Yes, we do a shtick. KopCam is part of the Talk Video Network. And over there at talkvideo.net, you can buy stuff. These tablets should still be in stock at the wholesaler. They're not cheap. $912 here, $749 there, $619 for this tablet. But we have some live streaming gear, like for example, a live view solo and a Sling Studio, which are two popular live streaming items. But we also have gold 1 gram, 1 gram of gold shot, free shipping, $72.99, which is still a good price. Wow. Yeah, Florida is just historically corrupt. It's just straight dirty here in Florida, man. A lot of people don't understand. You know, I met people from other states, or spent some time up in Minnesota, which is a very nice place, and a lot less corrupt, and people are good people up there. But I'm like, you don't understand Florida, man. Florida's just filthy, man. It's filthy, dirty, man. I mean, dirty, corrupt, and it's global scale corruption. This better not be Poopy Boy, or I'm turning the fucking phone off. Hello? It sounds like it might be the Poopy Boy. Hello? You gotta talk, or I'm hanging up. And if I see this number keep coming.
Hello?
Hello, who is this? You got about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We got global scale corruption here. I mean, you don't understand. Everybody represents here. It used to be. Thanks, Real Jingy. Thanks for being in. It used to be. Oh, fuck. That's the same number. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Who is this?
This is the Poor Dirt Farmer. What's up?
Oh, hey, Poor Dirt Farmer. Sorry, man. We were getting threatened by the Poopy Boy, and now I see why. He wants you to do a voiceover. Welcome in.
I just wanted you to know that we were having a protest on August the 15th, Mayo, Florida. The little town where we got spray painted and assaulted for merely walking around their town with a camera, which is my own hometown. I was also trespassed from 12 stores in that town because they don't like anybody that walks around with a camera. So now we're having a major protest, hopefully major. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of people there. So you're invited, you're welcome. We'll have water and masks for people, and hopefully other things to where no one will have to spend one dime in Lafayette County. All
right, cool. Why don't you put in, I appreciate that, put a little notice in the chat for us.
All right, well, I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait till I get out of here because I don't have good
signal
where I'm at. So
we got a mod here. Real quick, August, what day?
August 15th and maybe the 16th. But definitely the 15th. There might be some more people showing up also the day after that, which will be a Saturday and a Sunday.
All right, August 15th and 16th. And Princess, type that in real quick, August 15th and 16th. And where'd you say? Mayo, Florida? M-A-Y-O?
Yes.
Never heard of it. Where the hell is it? What's it near?
Lafayette County, right next to Suwannee County, my favorite, and Perry, Florida, which is Taylor County. So it's all up here in the middle of the sticks. Ain't nothing out here but woods. But the one thing I want to tell everybody is, and this is 100% for sure, if you are attacked by the townspeople the way we were, the police will not help you. They will turn their back, and they will allow the people to attack you. We were spray painted. We were punched. My camera was knocked out of my hand twice, stomped on. When the cops got there, the man shoved one of the cops away. It's all on my video live. Shoved her. If she would have fell, she would have got hurt. Drugged 2 more cops down the street to attack me again. And then the cops drug him off. He wouldn't let them handcuff him. He walked out the back of the store with no handcuffs on after they took him in the front of this one store. He walked out the back with no handcuffs, went over, got in the car, drove off with the same policewoman that he had just shoved across the sidewalk. was he was attacking me.
Welcome to small
And,
town. Welcome to your small town, Florida. Now, boy, they'll probably say "boy" a lot. Now, boy, we do things a little different here. Now, boy.
Yeah. So you won't get no help from the police.
No.
Whatever you do, you're gonna have to defend yourself.
Yeah, you ain't get shit. You ain't got nothing come from them motherfuckers. They ain't worth no goddamn. They ain't worthless. They're worthless fucks. They ain't worth a fuck. No, yeah.
And everybody in the town's related, so they all
Yeah.
own the stores. So I got trespassed from stores I've never even been to.
Yeah.
I don't even know where they're at.
Right.
A dozen stores trespassed me in this little tiny town.
And let me guess, they all look like each other too, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Are y'all hearing banjos right about now? Is anybody else hearing banjos? Y'all hearing banjos? Who else is here?
Kind of like Deliverance, you know? That's what people say. It's like, oh, no. Yeah. But was My Island U was there, I was there, and DC Accuracy was there.
Okay.
And like I said, this video, it's on World Star Hip Hop. It went crazy. It was an hour-long video, 3 people filming. And it was pretty much excitement the whole time. We started out eating a pizza at a pizza joint, and this dude come in and decided he didn't like us, and he was going to spray paint us black.
Oh, so it's like that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that, huh? Fucking wow, yeah. Well, Mayo, Florida sounds like you're out there. Yeah, in Suwannee County. Oh fuck, man. You know what? Place in Florida, I don't ever want to go. I mean, even down here in South Florida, all they did was reclaim the goddamn swamp. We're still here in the fucking swamp, man. I see iguanas every goddamn. You know what? Florida will reclaim your ass. Florida will reclaim you. Do not stand in one fucking place too long. It will reclaim you. Trees will grow through you, and just, fungus will fucking degrade you and pull you into the ground. You can't even stand in one place too damn long. Anyhow, so I just
wanted to let you know. I wanted to let you know we're having a couple. We met a group from Perry, Florida. Actually, 2 groups, Taylor County, Florida, that are coming down here. They should both be here that day on the 15th. We put a little video up with a sign that they made, and we copied their sign and put it on our pages and try and let everybody know, to let these people in this town know they don't own us. They think that they control this town. They're supposed to be religious people, but yet they stand for a guy that literally attacked someone, spray painted them black, broke their stuff, punched them, tried to kick them, attacked them, drug police up and down the sidewalk, shoved the police around, and they stand up for this guy.
Yeah, I know, man. It's
Then he's got 1 charge, battery on me, and he got 1 charge of battery on the other guy, DC Accuracy, who was invited us to that town to do some stories. That's why we were there originally, and he thought we were part of the Black Lives Matter movement. So I figured, well, being as there was 3 of them there that day, and they had death threats. I've screenshotted 150 screenshots from Facebook of people giving me death threats since this happened down there in Mayo. Like I said, it was on World Star Hip Hop. It's probably been viewed over 1 million times on World Star Hip Hop. So I don't know if you've ever been to that channel. It's like a major channel for brawls and stuff like that.
Good.
So that made it onto that page, and that, to me, somebody said, well, if you made it on World Star Hip Hop, that's major. Which once I went to their page, I realized, I don't know why it's on there, but I'm glad it is.
Good. Somebody
got to see how these people are here,
Good. I gotta get to see that video. That's fucked up, man. And like I said, I gotta get out. I gotta get out more. It may make the channel blow up. It might get me killed. I don't know. But I got to, like I said, for me, anytime there's a buck to be made, man, I'm about making it, because I have opportunity to make a buck, and I need to make bucks now because of, shit being what it is. But
video, they demonetized me since I put these videos out.
Oh, well, exactly. And you know what? Exactly. That's the whole exact reason for not really looking to YouTube, because they can demonetize you. I don't want to go into a business model where somebody else can demonetize you. Does not sound to me like a real good business model. You dig what I'm saying?
Like I say, we build our store. We basically build our store. We spend sometimes years building our store. Then once we get it built, they come in and just shut you down and say, we don't like what you built.
Yeah.
And I haven't done anything to break the law yet at all. So, the stories I put out with, I put 1,000 rapist cop stories in a year. I made a bet for a guy. I said, I bet you I can put out every day a cops get busted for child porn or rape. I did it for a year.
Wow.
Some days I put 12 cops in one day.
How did you find? Would
So
you
they come out.
just looked at just doing deep internet research, just cop travel, just every day tracking to see who's up today?
Exactly, and every day one gets arrested for every single day, at least one. And they, we even had what, Pennsylvania, the senator of Pennsylvania got busted with child porn on his phone. I mean, it doesn't stop with just cops. It goes all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom, and it's disgusting. But so I did that for a year, and then YouTube said, "Oh, well, you have the same story over and over again." I said, "Yes, because the same story is being told every day. Just change the name, the date, and the town. Same story: cops, child porn, rape." Story. So they're right. I did the same story. Nobody wants to advertise on that. So I had to take all them videos off my page. So now I have nothing but my YouTube videos that I made. So these are all my videos, and I'm sure they won't want to monetize me back because the Mayo scene where I cussed every cop in town for an hour. I mean, I don't even think anybody cussed as much as I did that day.
Wow.
But I had a reason behind it. I was trying to tell a story that I've been telling over and over again for a long time about how, they don't, around here, they do what they want when they want, and they get away with it. And if you're related to them, they won't charge you for anything. But if you're not, they'll violate your rights. They don't care. You're lucky if you don't disappear, because a lot of people disappear from this area up here that are never searched for, and no one ever knows what happens.
Oh, fuck no. Yeah, you disappear. Yeah, you'd be out there in the fucking, I don't know if it's swamp up there for you, but down here, ain't nobody going to find you. You'll be done, man. It's Florida. Your shit, yeah, you're done.
Well, it's all woods. It's all woods from here to the Gulf of Mexico, so there's nothing but woods.
Okay, which is just as bad. But yeah, down here, well, they might find a body in the woods. It doesn't decay as long. It takes longer to decay. But man, down around here, fuck it, there ain't nobody gonna find you. Dump your ass in the Everglades, man. You just get eaten. Some fucking shit will eat you, and that'll be the end of you, man. And this is Florida, man.
Yep.
Just the critters to come into try to get into our, just the ordinary critters. The goddamn palmetto bugs are fucking cockroaches the size, fucking cockroaches the size of a goddamn Volkswagen bug, and they fly. Yeah, they fly.
Even our plants will kill you.
Say what?
Even the plants will kill you up here.
Yeah, exactly. So
poisonous plants with briars and all kinds of shit.
Yep. So yeah, it's but as I was telling, what I was mentioning about Florida being dirty, corrupt, or at least this part of Florida, I should say, like the South Florida, the area, Lauderdale, Miami, Pompano, Boca Raton, West Palm.
There's a group of cops, police stations that I forget what the wording is for it because I've been frying in the sun all day, but it's like an organization that all the sheriffs belong. There's 67, 69 sheriffs in Florida. And there's a group that some kind of a league or something that they're all grouped together. Well, it's funny how because Lafayette County and I think Taylor County, and I'm not sure, I don't think Suwannee County, these sheriffs aren't involved with this group. You know what I mean? They bowed out of it. They don't want to belong to this. And this group basically watches each other. They kind of tell each other what to do and what not to do. But yet it's funny how these sheriffs around here decided they're not joining this. I forget what it's called. My own, you can tell you exactly what it is. But like I said, I've been in the sun too long today. I can't remember. But it's like a league of sheriffs.
Yeah, I think it's called the Florida. I think it's actually called the Florida Sheriffs Association or the legal. Yeah, it might be the League of Florida. I know what you're talking about. I've heard of it.
I can't. But yeah, well, the sheriffs up here, they didn't join it. They said, nah, we're not joining you guys. So they're kind of on their own. It's like the 3rd District of Florida, some of the oldest families around, and all the families control the whole town. Every office in the government office in these little towns is controlled by relatives. If you ain't born here, you ain't gonna make dog catcher.
Yeah,
you see what I mean? They control it. So that's how they keep everything a tight-knit cult. Each little town up here is basically like a little cult, a religious cult. So, they all got a church on every block,
I know, man. I know.
The Bible Belt of Florida, they call this. And this is how the Bible Belt people act. If you watch my video, you're going to be like, holy shit. But it's a long video.
Yeah.
And this is where I live. And I told the dude before we went down there that day, I said, if I go to this town, nothing's ever going to be the same for you or me, right? Like, what do you mean? I said, I don't know. I leave a lasting memory when I go somewhere. It's like people just never forget me. Because if somebody says something to me, I fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right from the start. It don't matter. I will stand up for my rights. And like I said, we were here to do stories, and then we were attacked. So after that, all bets are off. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy. Every other word come out of my mouth for 40 minutes straight was "fuck you."
Yeah, and that's the way you got to handle. That's the way I handle those cops who got me that day, man. It was just nothing, but it was nothing about "fuck you" up, down, and sideways to them. I got nothing for them. They got nothing coming for me, and I got nothing for them. And they can go suck a dick. I don't care about them. I don't give a fuck about their badge. I don't give a fuck about their existence. I don't give a fuck about any of their shit is. And then they're going to sit there and give me this bullshit where they're going to put criminal charges on me and get off on the whole bit. Fuck them. And they did have cameras on. They did have KopCam or body cameras on them. So, I want to get that footage, but I suspect there's going to be some bullshit about how they don't recall. Quick tip real quick. If you're going to a protest, and you're worried about things like tear gas or pepper spray, this will protect your skin. A coating of like Vaseline on your skin will protect it. It's kind of nasty, but like it doesn't have to be very thick. It's just thin enough to leave some oil on the surface. That'll help block.
This is a tiny little town, and I'll tell you what, we'll have more problems with the locals. Because the way they are. They think they own this town. Just because you're having a protest doesn't mean somebody's going to be breaking stuff, because we're not there to be violent or wrong or do anything against the law. If somebody does that, that's on them. We can't control what everybody else does.
Yep.
Our meaning of what we do in this protest and this First Amendment, hopefully, do activists show up to show them that. See, because these protesters around here, they don't understand the camera. They don't understand what we do. So we basically crossed YouTube with Facebook, and they're mostly black people that are on this Facebook page. So we just crossed YouTube First Amendment auditors with the BLM of Taylor County and Equal Rights Committee. It's another guy, and he's not part of the Black Lives Matter, but his friend is, which we've met both of them and did an interview with them the other day. They're cool as hell, man, and these guys are like very intelligent. They're young, and they can teach people, and people that wouldn't ordinarily listen to someone like you or me. You know what I mean? Right. So we're trying to cross the line to show, look, we're not separate. If it's a Black Lives Matter movement, I'm on your side. As long as you ain't breaking windows and busting shit. You know what I mean? I'm not wanting to go to jail. I'm not doing nothing illegal. I want to stand up and show them, look, we have rights. You have to stand up for my rights if you want me to stand up for yours. You know what I mean? You can't tell me I don't have a right to walk through your town with a camera and tell my story live on YouTube about what's going on in this town. Because these events that we were covering should have been in the newspapers. That this event happened June 1st, June 2nd, July 1st. Okay, she just told me July 1st is when this happened. But July 2nd, the newspaper around here closed down. They never reported this story ever. This shit went viral all over the world. Wow. Wow. And it's never been in a newspaper ever.
Well, you know what? The first time, when I heard that phrase "Black Lives Matter," the reason that movement exists is because whoever started it recognized the core problem with these people. That is really what's wrong with these people, and it's not a color thing at all. They have recognized, I guess, what I would call the core pathology or the core psychopathology of these people. They lack the inability to conceive of other human beings' existence. You know what I'm saying? They really do. And
this guy the guy that attacked us, Bill Henderson, when he come in there, where are you guys from? Who are you? We're just looking at him like, he's in the pizza joint. We're trying to get our phones, our pizza box. We're fixing to leave when he come in there. And it was live on the internet too. That was on DC Accuracy's video. He had luckily kept his camera running there. They were all saying, what'd you do to him before this? We didn't do anything. We were live for like 3 hours straight. DC Accuracy was. So we got documented proof of everything we did. And then after we left this town, this is where it really gets crazy. There's this guy come walking through the town, and he fist bumps the investigator, whispers in the other cop's ear. And then like 10, 15 minutes later, this black truck's following us. So we make 2 U-turns. He's still following us. So we're driving down the road. I says, well, pull over real quick. We're on a highway doing 55. I said, just whip it off the road real quick and stop, or he can't pull in behind us. He has to pass it. So we did, and he did. So then he gets up to the next road right there, and he kind of makes like a half a turn. He's like on the corner of the turn where he could make a U-turn and jump back out onto the highway. So we had to turn there. So we turned behind him, And he pulled out real fast and got in front of us. And then he did like 25 mile an hour with another truck right on our bumper doing 25 mile an hour. They won't let us go no faster, no slower. They've got us blocked in. So now we're live on the internet again. They're like, these guys are blocking us in. So we get to a passing zone. We try to pass him. He jumps over in the passing lane and won't let us pass him. So then we get way down the road. He takes off all of a sudden, goes through a stop sign, makes a U-turn, comes back towards us, and then turns off the road up into the trees behind our truck. Then they call the cops and tell them we tried to run them off the road. So the cops pull us over a couple minutes later to tell us that somebody called in saying that we tried to run them off the road. And we said, well, we live on video. We can prove he lied, that he blocked our travel, and we want to press charges on that. Cop says, well, I didn't see it, so there ain't nothing I can do. Wait a minute, you didn't see the guy just say that we tried to run us off the road who lied on a police report. So the cops and that guy tried to set us up to get us busted after we left that town. That's how crooked this shit is around here.
I know, that's what these people are. That's what these people are. Conniving, scheming, manipulative, deceitful pieces of shit. That's what they do. They make up bullshit to fuck with you. They're fucked. They're always making up some excuse to fuck with people and say, look, man, and the law even recognizes that. Civil rights law recognizes that. Pretextual stops, but you just got to say, look, man, you're making up shit to fuck with people, because under our law, you're not allowed to just fuck with people. You have to have legitimate reasons. So what you do is you just make one up. And that's just kind of person you are, the kind of person who goes around always, well, you did this or you did that, so now I got to do this. Always making up some excuse about why they need to fuck with other people instead of minding their own business in the first place and going to fuck off and find something to do. There's always some excuse about why they got to bother another human being.
We didn't break any law at all. We did nothing wrong. We were building our YouTube page. We're walking around doing our stories about 3-foot trees growing out of the rain spouts of the library. We done asked the building maintenance guy to do something about it. He basically cussed us out over an email. So we're about our own business. Wait a minute, that library is my business. I live here. My property taxes pay for that library. And they want $650,000 to fix the steeple on top of the courthouse.
No, they don't, because what happens is if you check your city and county budget, you'll see that at least 50% of the general fund goes to the police department, okay, and all the other departments have to divide up what's left. You'll also see that that across the board, they all operate at about an 80 to 90% personnel cost. So your tax dollars, all the money that municipal corporations collect goes to pay salaries.
Yeah. Like I told them, I'd come down there and clean the damn rain spouts for free. Everybody's told us to mind their own business and worry about what we do. But what we do is we watch you now. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And now everybody in that town hates me with a passion, They really hate me. The guy that took me down there, they don't even hate him as much. But, hey, they've been messing with him. They attacked him, a fence guy, or a tree guy attacked him in the restaurant. They verbally assaulted him. So then we put his face out there on YouTube so everybody can call him and tell him what they think about him attacking someone who stands up for the Constitution. But they made a bunch of calls down to that town, I'm sure. I mean, it's just out of control. This whole situation is wrong. Because when the church people are the ones that are kicking you out of restaurants, they kicked me out of a laundromat. Like, what am I going to go to a laundromat down in that town for? It's 20-some miles from here. I got a washer and dryer, dude. God's off, I never would have went there. But the greatest part is I've done a lot of work for the guy that owned the laundromat. I fixed his air condition. I fixed his dishwasher. I've dug ditches and planted wires. I just did a roof for him not too long ago. One of my videos shows me putting on a roof. That was for that guy. He don't even probably realize who he trespassed, because next time he's going to need me to do a job for him, I bet you he'll say, well, I didn't know that was you, man. Come fix my stuff for me.
Probably will.
And it ain't going to happen. You should have researched what you were doing before you did what you did there.
Yep.
These are the religious people of this area, man. This is how these people, I'm trespassed from the pizza joint, the hardware store, the pharmacy. This is the county I live in. I don't get medical attention. If I have to go to a pharmacy, I got to go to the next town. I got kicked out of some clothing store I've never been to. Another little restaurant, she's related to the lady that owns that restaurant, is related to the judge. How do all these people get my name? How did a dozen people get my name?
They all talked amongst themselves, man. They all,
they're all related, yeah. See, so everything they did was, and how can you trespass me from somewhere I've never been to and drive all the way they had to drive over 40 miles to get here and back to bring me these. First time they brought 6 or 5, and then they brought 6 or 6. I don't know. I got like 12 trespassing warnings 2 different times altogether. It's funny. So I walk out the front door with the video camera on, filming. You make great videos. I love this shit.
Yeah. No, I know they're corrupt as fuck, man. They're dirty pieces of shit, and it's amazing. And none of this surprises me. I'd not heard this story before, but yeah, it's always
this shit's great.
Yeah.
San Joaquin Valley Transparency put it out there for us too. I mean, he shared, a bunch of people put it out for us. I told everybody, put it on your page, because when my shit's gone, at least you'll have it out there for me. You know what I mean?
Good deal.
But I knew they were gonna. They've been messing with me for about a month or 2 now, so. They ran a scan on our page one day. All of our green and gold dollar signs turned to black triangles one day. I was like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden they started coming back, like they were checking my whole page, turning some gold, some green, some gold, some green.
For monetization.
And they had, and then 2 months later, boom, now they say I'm not advertiser friendly. They want me to delete a bunch of stuff.
How many videos you got? How many videos do you have? About how many videos do you have total?
Shit, I had over 1,000, but I took most of them down.
Yeah, fuck YouTube. I'm only interested.
What they meant.
Say again.
They were right, because I know what they meant. I understand what they mean when you read, because they don't tell you what you did wrong. They got this little thing saying your videos belong to other people. Well, if we do news stories and we're reporting a news story, I don't know how to use this laptop yet that I just got, because Uncontrollable hooked me up with a laptop, and I'm trying to learn how to do videos and stuff like a lot of you guys do, but I'm not that good at it. And I only had a phone before to do it, so I didn't really have the ability, but I didn't stop the story. I read the story the way it was. I didn't change the story enough. It's basically just reading somebody else's news story. Mm-hmm. I was trying to document stuff more than I was trying to make it my own story. You know what I mean?
Right.
And who wants to advertise on somebody that's got 1,000 of them types of people in stories?
Right.
So I put them all to private. I turned them all off. No more. None of them. Maybe a couple on there I left on there, but I mean they're basically gone. My playlist of almost 1,000 Faces of Evil basically shut down. Mm-hmm. So then I'll get to see whether my actual First Amendment audits or whatever I do, my news stories, wherever I go and report stuff, they'll probably say, well, no, because everywhere I go, people attack me.
Right. I'm going to do a quick plug. Give me just a second. Keep talking. I'm going to go grab something. I'm going to do a quick plug to support this channel, okay? So keep talking real quick.
Yeah, man, you get attacked when you walk outside with a camera. That's the way it works now. You go outside and record, people are going to get offended. Do you really want to stand up for freedom?
Yeah, I got you.
And that's why everybody says, we want to do this, we want to do this. You're going to destroy everything you've ever. You better make sure you don't have nothing left to lose before you walk outside with a camera, because they're going to try to take it from you, whether it's the people of the town, the law, or the crooked judges. I mean, look what they're doing to Eric. I ain't never heard of some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I know. Well, what happened to Eric? Eric is out now. He was here just the other night. But what the fuck? What's going on with him?
They're trying to revoke his bond over some bullshit. They're saying, he was actually talking to people who might be witnesses. So by hanging out with his friends and family, and they could be witnesses.
Is it an appellate bond?
No, I don't know. He's on bond, but they're pulling some strings to try. Well, they just made shit up. They watched the video and assumed they thought what they were doing, so that gives them enough power to revoke his bond and make him go to court to see if he did something wrong. And in all reality, he ain't done nothing wrong, so they ain't even researched it to see if he did anything wrong.
Yeah, those of us in the community need to get motivated and come to his help and bring legal action against all those people that are doing him. We're talking whether police officers, prosecutors, find these people who are doing this. Doesn't matter if it's a judge, prosecutor, police officer, and bring charges against them. Just start bringing lawsuits against them.
I know one of the best lawyers in the state of Florida, about ready to retire. He said he's getting out of the country when he retires. He's a multi-millionaire probably. And he told me, he says, I'll probably never fight another civil rights case. And I was talking to him as a friend, not as a client lawyer. I mean, it was just bullshit. I've known him for a long time. Like I said, he's one of the top attorneys in Florida. And there's a bunch of them.
Why does he say that? Because he thinks, why? Because it's all bullshit? He realizes it's a waste of time, or what?
Well, he told me because they won't let you fight it. Our government won't let you fight them no more. Even when you have the best evidence in the world, and it'd be the evidence of the person that you're fighting, their evidence you can use against them. If you try to take it to state court so that you could sue county, say the sheriff and all his workers, they basically kick this unbelievable case back to the county and said, well, you can't sue the sheriff because it was his workers, whether it be jail guards or sheriff deputies. They were the ones who committed the crime, not the sheriff. But in most cases, you sue the sheriff, the department, the whole damn thing. Well, the state court, Jacksonville, kicked it back and said, well, you can't do, we're not letting you do it. You have to ask permission to sue, and they didn't give it to him. So then their maximum payout would have been like $250,000 when there was more than that in medical fees on the damage that was caused. So he said the government won't even let you fight them no more. I mean, there ain't no sense fighting a civil rights case anymore because they won't let you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know the feel.
How you going to win against a crooked government that won't even let you fight them? You have to ask them permission, and then they'll tell you, no, sorry, you only get, we're not letting you. Take it back to the lower court and get whatever you can.
Yeah, that's the way it is. I've been fighting these cases for years. I know that feeling. And like I showed earlier tonight in the live stream, I showed the case I brought against these cops who arrested me.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I keep telling the same story how they did me. They came to my house, crossed the closed and locked gate, nighttime, raining, went into my backyard. No wants or warrants for anybody that lived here. Didn't even know who lived here. Never even researched it.
Right.
And there's a thing called a Stegall warrant in Florida. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, if I'm coming to your house and you think, they think I'm in your house and they're coming to search your house from me and they got an arrest warrant from me, they have to have what's called a Stegall warrant, which is a search warrant for your house and an arrest warrant from me at your house. They just can't come to your house with an arrest warrant from me and be sneaking around your house. That's against your Fourth Amendment right, against the Constitution. It's against the Stegall warrant ruling, which is a supreme. So the Stegall warrant specifically says, and it also says that when they come to someone's house as a state officer, they are not allowed to deviate from the path to the front door. They definitely ain't allowed to go to the side of your house or behind your house.
Right, because they would always try that shit. No, you go right to the front door.
That's what Condi did. That's what Condi did. He went straight to the backyard, never even knocked on the front door. Him and his buddy, got kicked off the force since then for larceny. He was there back there with a shotgun when I caught him in the backyard. And like I said, I went to federal prison over it because the state dropped the charges. Fed picked it up. They rewrote the arrest report 4 times. The whole crooked shit that goes on up here. So I tell the story over and over again. I'm sure everybody's sick of it, but oh well. If there might be someone that didn't hear about how they violated my rights back, for growing a plant that they'll now sell to me, if I could afford it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Smoke as much as I want now. I just got to buy it from the government.
Yeah, I know, right? Right? Jesus.
Pretty fucked up, but
it is fucked up.
It is. So that's why they created me. They forced me. And then the one day when I walked down Suwannee County and the captain of the jail came out, tried to slap me around and throw me in jail for standing on the sidewalk with a camera, that's what forced me into auditing. Because after that, I said, I'll never leave the house without a camera again. Thank goodness I didn't. I've been attacked how many times?
Yeah, well, sorry, I was yawning here. I'm getting fucking tired. It's been a long day for me. I'm up at like 5 every morning. But I want to say,
out here.
Say what?
I'm starting to feel like furry potato.
I know. Well,
everywhere I go, I get attacked. But furry ain't never been spray painted yet. Furry tater.
Don't give anybody any ideas out there because
don't be shooting people. She got shot, and I don't want to go out like that either. I'd rather be spray painted.
Right. I know it's fucked up. It is fucked up. But I appreciate your dedication. I didn't know you were putting in this much work, and I certainly do appreciate it. And you said something important there. Just have a camera at all times, because at this point in the game, I didn't have a camera that day I said those things to those cops. I should have. But you know what? maybe next time I will. Normally I don't do too much auditing around here. Just because I don't want to deal with the whole vehicle shit. Like I said, I don't have a Florida license. I let it expire and never renewed it.
Stories, man.
Say what?
Hey, I've always said I don't really want to be. I like doing the audits. I went out with Rogue Nation, man. Rights Crispy, we had a blast. We had fun. You know what I mean? Walking around just feel like kids and shit. I'm old. You know
I went out. Listen, I went out with Rogue Nation and Big Nick, Rogue Nation, and Rights Crispy and a couple other fellows.
Man.
We were out there. We were all in like Palm Beach County. We went to the government center, the whole bit. Yeah, fuck yeah. It does feel like being a kid again. It does feel like being a kid again.
It's like exploring the neighborhood. You know what I mean? When you're a kid, you ain't been out. I loved it. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know why they get so pissed.
When we hooked up with Bao. When we hooked up with Bao was here, we hooked up with him down in Miami. That was fucking fun times. Just.
Yeah, and you're not doing nothing wrong. You're not breaking no law. You're not violating anybody's rights. And that's what I don't understand. How do people? They just want to give their rights up. They don't want to give them rights to be free for something.
It was cool. It was cool as fuck. But again, I have family. I got 2 female loved ones I have to take care of and provide for. And used to do a lot.
What I've been doing is stories. People don't watch my page too much because it was pretty gruesome, the shit I had on there. So I had to take it off. But what I mostly do is stories. People send us emails and say, hey, I bet you won't walk down through here with a camera. And I'll be like, you want to bet?
Let's go.
Next thing you know, I'm walking down through there with a camera. Well, next thing you know, some dude comes out, hey, what the hell are you doing around here? I own this town. Get out of here. That was Steenhatchee, Florida, down there they were having a fishing contest. So we was just walking around on the sidewalk looking at the people. And then they invited us in. I said, well, I got a camera. Can I have a camera? They said, yeah, come on in. It's public, open public. They were weighing fish, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I walked all the way out the dock to the water. There's some game wardens sitting there. I didn't say a word to them. They said, hey, what are you filming? I'm standing there with a camera filming down the river, boats going by. And the game warden going to ask me what I'm filming. So I tell him, you now.
Yeah, you.
He didn't like me after that because he asked me if I was fishing. I said, well, not really, but kind of. I said, just not for fish.
Right, I'm fishing for I'm fishing for dumbasses.
And when he asked me that, I said, oh, I'm fishing for crooked cops. You ain't seen none, have you? Because a lot of them rape every day.
That's right.
And I got to tell him my story about all the people on my webpage. But after that, we went to leave. And we're back out on the road. And this guy that I call him Captain Tuna, old Charlie Tuna. And that's what I dubbed him, Charlie Tuna. He walked right past my eye on you. Both times we were there. Every time, my eye on you is like 6 foot tall, got a big old beard, you know what I mean? Big old dude, and I'm 150 pounds. He comes straight across the road past my eye on you, attacks me. It's like, second time we went down there, he attacked me. They tried to run me over with a truck, you know what I mean? Went to the bomb plant. We were doing a story about what was happening inside the bomb plant. They tried to run me over with a car there. So everywhere we go, we're doing stories, but we're out in front of these places. The chicken plant. We went there to do the story about the sickness inside there, and they wouldn't talk about it. The newspapers wouldn't report it, but after they put it on the YouTube page, next day there's people in there getting tested. They got all kind of shit going on in there now. Health department's over there. Took a YouTube story to get that going.
The chicken plant. Yeah, I know.
So that's what we do. We're not. Like I said, I love going out roguing them, but I've been getting so many emails from people saying, "Hey, you should check this out going on." You know what I mean? And then we're like, "Okay, well."
Let me ask you this: Are you making any money from YouTube?
Nope, they demonetized me. And I don't make nothing.
And if you don't mind telling us, how much were you doing before they shut you down?
I made $55 the month before last. And then last month, after that video I did in mail, I made $215. And then they shut me off.
Fuck yeah!
Month I made that.
That's why I'm trying to find ways. If I'm going to use YouTube, I'll still do this channel, but I've kind of given up on it. Probably ever getting monetized. I want to try. I'm not averse to doing advertiser-friendly stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just don't really. Yeah. I just don't really know of any that I would do. Like I was thinking about doing the machining stuff. Machine shop type stuff. But
if you read that thing, all the paperwork they send you about what they want to make an advertiser friendly, there's no channel out there that's advertiser friendly.
Well,
Unless
I
you're doing
watch
something
Machine
different
Shop. I
every
watch
other week.
Machine Shop and Metal channels. So, and I just bought a Devil Forge and some stuff. So I want to do some melting of metal and shit. And by the way, I do sell
Well,
gold
if you did
here.
that same thing, hey, if you did that same thing for like a year, they say, well, you're demonetized. You'd have 500,000 subscribers, whatever. You're demonetized. You just have the same thing over and over again. You're just making metal stuff. You're not doing anything different. It's the same damn thing over and over again. You made it. So every time it's just the same. That's basically what they tell you in that paperwork. Well, hell, that means nobody out here. If you have anything that's controversial, I mean, there's people thumb down fuzzy kittens. You know what I mean? Everything's controversial. So everything they have in there, it's just a matter of this. If somebody calls the advertiser and says, hey, I seen your commercial on this guy's webpage and I hate it, I'm never going to buy your product. Well, you know how trolls are. Get 1,000 people to call these places. Well, they're going to call YouTube. Hey, we don't have put it on their page no more. Get enough of that going on. Well, there you go. Take the money away. But I wasn't making nothing anyhow. It's kind of like taking and trespassing me from 12 places that I never went to. Taking the money off my page, I didn't make enough to matter. It wasn't like, I mean, I think I paid my phone bill one month. I was like, damn, that'd be cool. One month I bought 2 bags of dog food. I was like, sweet. You know what I mean? Like, that's $25 and $30 for 2 bags of dog food, cat food. So,
but I do like YouTube. I do like YouTube as a way of like having videos. Like, let's say you're trying to sell a business or a product, and you do things like email marketing or other things where you're, you know, even if you're doing stuff like direct mail or anything where you're sending stuff out, it gives people an opportunity to review your product line and things like that. So maybe your channel won't be monetized, but if you have a particular business in a particular location, or you're selling a particular product line, I think it's still a great forum for doing that.
Hey, I made a lot, though, if you think about it, because the people on YouTube are unbelievable. If YouTube will allow me to stay there and don't kick me down, you know what I mean? It'd be like saying, well, you're not viable. And then I just get another page. So, boom, I'm back.
Right.
But, I mean, I got sent a video camera last week. Some people sent me a brand new video camera. You know, I've got a battery backup. B Squared sent me.
Cool.
You know, I got a damn, you know, Uncontrollable sent me a laptop that he cleaned up that somebody didn't need no more and sent it to me because my laptop died. You know what I mean? I've had people send me cat food and dog food. I was going to talk about B Squared again. She's like unbelievable. Send you a case of cat food. I mean, the people on YouTube, you don't need YouTube's money. You need them to allow you to stay here because, you know, the people are the ones who I say, well, I'm reaching them people and they want to, well, I said, well, we're going to give it to somebody. If you don't take it, we'll give it to somebody else. And I'm not getting rich on that neither, but it sure makes you feel special when someone sends you something. You're like, damn, maybe I am doing what's right. And by them demonetizing me, tells me that I'm getting my story out. Somebody didn't like it. You know, it'd be different if I didn't have any stories and I just didn't put nothing out. A couple months went by and all of a sudden they said, well, we're going to demonetize. No, I put out the biggest stories I've ever had out there ever. They went splattered all over the internet, millions of times viewed on some of the biggest internet channels out there. Wow. You can demonetize me for that. Thank you. Because now I know what I did was right. You know what I'm saying? I know the word got out. It showed that this little religious town, they believe that their citizens can attack people in a racial manner and for no reason, just because they don't like me. They don't like how I look.
Right.
I don't like my camera. They don't like who they think I was with. And I wasn't with the Black Lives Matter group, but I will be on the 15th of August standing shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand, because I respect them. I do not respect the people of this county I live in. No one's tried to reach out to me and say, hey, man, can we talk? Let's drop these charges against this guy. Let's make this simmer down and go away. They don't want to. They've actually made signs for their windows on their trucks, and they stand for Bill Henderson. I mean, they're selling stuff. They've put my name in the internet 100 times on every page they could, my name and address. They've been outside my road out here on the dirt road, revving their trucks up, screaming and hollering. Got that on video at nighttime, you know what I mean, threatening me. So, you know, they didn't never try to fix this. So now he goes to court the 24th. He'll plead not guilty probably of August. But the 15th of August, we'll be down there protesting with as many people as we can get to say, hey, you can't take our freedom. I don't care what little town you are. We want to walk through your town with a camera we're Americans. We have a right to.
Damn straight. That's the way it has to be in this country, because people, we are making headway. We are having an effect, and we're also showing just how deep the corruption is and just how dirty these people are. It really is just, nothing's changed. It's just like back in the old days, the boss hog sheriff and this, that, the other thing, just dirty little town run by dirty little people. And
somebody sent us, here's a really good one. We got a 14-page public documents. These were public records that were filed for. 14 pages we got sent to us the other day from an anonymous source. And it showed where this one officer was texting this underage girl. And he actually told her he was hoping she'd get over her hangover, and any time she'd take a shower and take her phone with her. He also had a Facebook page set up with nothing but underage girls on, which he admitted to. But he signed up for the military, hauled ass, and was gone for 5 years. Well, whatever the law is, it says once they come back from the military, they have to rehire him. Well, he's a cop again now. After all that investigation shit disappeared. But we just got sent all that public records. So we made a video. We went into the police station and asked the head dude, hey, man, how come this guy's still a cop? He said, well, give me 2 weeks to investigate it. We made a video about that the other week. That's the kind of stories we do. They also have Swanee predator hunters, which that's a whole nother page we do on Facebook and YouTube. That's a whole different story. We have people that pretty much control that and just send us when the video needs to be taken. They call us and say, hey, go here and video that. And it goes on our Swanee predator.
I'm fucking sick of predators, man. I've dealt with too goddamn many predators.
It's so freaking many, and it's out of control. And nobody wants to watch the video. You know, I put out, like I said, one every day for a year. I get like 2, 3, 4, maybe 500 views.
Right.
And they were all good views, because it'd take one view to say, wow, that happened right down the street. We've never seen it. Nobody ever heard about it. That's right here in my hometown. You don't know how many people put them comments. That one comment sends chills to you. You're like, that's worth the whole 500 comments together. If I'd only got that one comment, it would have been worth doing that story. But YouTube don't want me to put them kind of stories. Or I got to change them. I got to talk over top of it, change the words,
Right.
Don't read the article the way it's written, make it my story more. Which, like I say, I understand that, but.
All right, listen, Porter Farmer. I'm sorry, I got to cut you off, man, but it's getting long hours for me now, and I'm falling asleep. So, and I got to get home and get some dinner. But I do want you to wrap up real quick. 15th and 16th of August in Mayo, Florida. There's going to be a peaceful, there's going to be a peaceful public meeting about some shit they're doing there, and all these peaceful public people are going to meet there and, peacefully talk about the corrupt ass, dirty shit those people are doing, right?
And anything else you want to talk about. And we should have plenty of drinks for everybody, so
Cool.
no one has to spend any money in that town, because everybody will probably get trespassed from the whole town.
Right. So and you don't want to give those fuckers your money anyway. Bring your own shit with you.
Oh.
Okay, so
we're gonna have trucks of water. We're gonna have a lot of supplies for
good,
water.
good deal. All right, we appreciate it. And
if you can get a hold of Big Nick, tell Big Nick he's invited. We'd love to have him.
I can't get a hold of I can't get a hold of him, and I will get a hold of him. And I just wish I had more money, because I'd love to be doing these things. But right now, nose is to the grindstone. But maybe, well, we're talking 2 weeks here. All right.
Yeah.
It's already August. Okay, Poor Dirt Farmer, I will, you know what? I will get the word out. Maybe if nothing else, what we'll do is we'll make this the topic of my live streams.
It's mostly the 15th, but some people might still be coming.
Okay, 15th of,
okay. It's basically the 15th, and then it's the 16th if it's like a spiller, but the 15th is the actual one that starts.
Okay, the big day is the 15th, 1/5 of August, and I'm going to, as I do more live streams, I'll make sure to keep, mentioning it.
Hey, I appreciate you, like I say, and I'll be live. My Eye on You will be live, and DC Accuracy will be alive. So if you can't get there and you want to share it on your stream,
sure.
Everything I have, you're more than welcome to copy, mirror, talk over top, get at whatever, put it on your channel, anything.
Okay, that might be good too. I might do that. I might sit here in the studio and just monitor, because that's kind of my shtick.
Like I said, when hey, when San Juan King puts one of my videos out, I went up like 1,000 overnight. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, he just went out there and put my video up and talked over it and played it. Go there and check him out. You know, but my video's there now. You know, it'll be there forever, even if I'm gone until they take him down too. But if a whole bunch of other people put it on their page and said, wow, look what happened here. And, you know, make it their own. Don't just copy it. You're going to have to put a lot of your own words on top of it in order for them to say it's okay to be advertiser friendly. So
okay,
it's
cool.
a weird thing. We have to figure it out in order to get with it. Or like I say, I really don't care about the money. It made me mad when they did it. I'll admit. I was kind of pissed, but I was like, you know what? That just means I did good.
Good. All right. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it very much. So we will, and I will be live again. And between now and then, I'm going to try to be live every day like before. So we'll talk again.
You got my phone number, right?
Yes, I do.
Store me in.
Okay. I sure will. Thank you.
You need me, call me. If anything I can do, if I got to share a story, share it with all my people, whatever, I'll do it. Just let me know. You got my number. Send me a text. I can read it when I pick the phone up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Especially links. Like, you know, I send a lot of people links, and they'll go to that channel real quick because they'll know it's an emergency, and I do it on the phone.
Okay. So. Cool. Yeah. Sounds great, man. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. So August 15th, 1-5 August in Mayo, Florida. Now, Wicked Development asks, when I call, it says beep, goodbye. What's up with that? Because it only allows one call at a time. That was a fix for the poopy boy problem I had before. Would allow multiple calls and I could literally switch between them. But for now, I decided not to do that. So instead, when the call is open, what it does is it'll just say beep and goodbye. Hello, who might this be? Is this?
This is Beware Mouse. How you doing, man?
Good. Turn the KopCam show down in the background. Beware, I gotta go, man. Make it quick. I gotta go. I got to go.
Well, I wanted you to have my number, and if you'd write it down, give me a call at your convenience.
Okay.
I do have a lot of things that you're not aware of because it's just been talked about. That's all.
All right. It's stored in my computer now because I see your caller ID, so I got it. 618.
Yeah, you give me a call when you got a few minutes, but I think that I have something for you that you're really good into.
Okay, sounds great, man. Thank you. Got to go.
All right, man.
All right, people. I'm going to wrap this up now. 1 hour and 36 minutes. 1 hour and 37 minutes. 38 minutes now. A few people watching, but we got a few views out of this, which is cool. I still like doing this, and we still got some people who watch. But remember, Talk Video Network. I am part of the Talk Video Network. Talk Video is my trademark. I have trademarked Talk Video. And some guy on YouTube tried to use it, and I got him shut down. So that's my trademark, and that's the brand name I'm going to be pushing. I've got a channel, Talk Video. And you can buy gold and silver at my online store at talkvideo.net, just like it says there in the auto chat bot. So I want to thank you all for coming in, joining the show, let me talk, do my thing, do my call-in show. I always did like doing talk. I did buy time on radio and did talk radio, and I like doing a talk radio call-in show. And kind of set that up for myself here on YouTube. So I want to thank you all for coming in, and another great live stream. Another great live stream is about to come to an end. So thank you very much for coming in.